More pain! More pain! Oh, I'm back to suffer. No, no. Let's stay freaking positive. It's gonna go great. I can't believe that didn't work. I can't. Oh, wow. I am messing everything up. I've forgotten the buttons. It has only been a couple of hours since I played, and I'm already 2 energy tanks down. I should just restart. I should just go back to before all this. Okay. What are you doing? Let's consult the map. But take a peek in the bottom right, and we can... You know, yeah, there's a couple places to go. All to the left. Alright. Alright, this is a good start. I like never use the charge beam. I kind of wish it got, yeah, let's go down here. I kind of wish it got more, like, use. But, like, I don't know. It's just like, the combat's so fast in this game that, and honestly, when you like doing that does, like, I just feel like that does way more damage than holding a charge, you know? Ow. Ow. Okay. Got ourselves another teleporter, so that's nice. Do you need to stand on it once to activate it? I doubt you do. Awesome, awesome. I keep pressing the wrong button. I'm pressing the shoot button. Yeah, this way. Can't go up yet. There's like no point. It takes way too long to. Oh. These guys are a good way to get resources. Get some resources, anyways. This stuff is good. Been past couple days I've been thinking about oh, you know what? Wow. don't know if that's necessarily the intended way to get through there. I just feel like that was better than trying to navigate through there and not get shot, honestly. Yeah, let's go down. Past couple days, today's especially, maybe it's because it's tax season and, I actually owed taxes and didn't get a whole lot back to compensate, to make up for that. Which, of course, I think as long as, you know, taxes are getting put to, good things, everybody should pay, and everybody should absolutely pay their fair share. And I'm very lucky in many aspects of my life. I guess it's probably just the fact that, like, ooh. Okay, so we've got, oh wow, killing things with this gun, really, the supercharged gun, ow. That was so fast. How are you supposed to react it? They were just on a dime. Using that, jeez. Oh, there's a Metroid nearby. Yeah, but, like, I think it's being unemployed has got me thinking a lot more about money now. Now at the moment, I saved up before I quit my job. And I definitely don't regret quitting my job. I've definitely been happier than I have been, right? I guess the unfortunate thing, which one are we fighting? Hold on. Okay. Fighting normal dude. Fight. That did not do a whole lot of damage. Honestly, that was no faster than if we had just used missiles. So, note to self. Supercharged gun on Metroids, not really worth it. Oh. Interesting. Yeah, being unemployed, you start to think about your money a lot more. And I have had enough money, I haven't had to worry about it so far. Like, I have a savings account, right? But eventually I'm gonna have to start dipping into that, unless I just don't spend money on anything ever. And I've been put in a situation, very lucky, that I'm in a position where I don't have to worry about, like, needing to spend money on a whole lot of stuff. But it also, like, you know, it makes me feel sort of bad. Sort of bad. No, it just makes me feel bad, period, right? Because, like, I don't know, I've just got a really cool mom who is like, hey, you want to work on other stuff? You want to see what else is out there? When you need time to do that, you do what you got to do. And a lot of other parents would not support that, just straight up quitting your job to pursue other things. But it definitely has me... Ah, crap. Freaking this thing. Wow. You can only kill those guys with the supercharged gun. That's rough. surprised I timed that correctly. Holy crap. I will say, as much as I think some of the damage numbers and scaling is a bit messed up, I do landing the parries is super satisfying. That is a great mechanic. Oh, find a big boy now. Okay, wait, no, we learned something from last time. Ow. Man, you get no forward momentum when you jump. And now that I know you can get these health pickups. Ow. Okay. You know, those fights, once you learn them, they're actually pretty fun. I will give it that. Definitely want to be fair, because I was feeling just a bit of frustration. Previous video. Dang. I need an Aeon restock is what I need. Yeah, but I've been given this great opportunity, and I don't know, I keep worrying about, oh, there's a worm back there. That's a nice detail. I'm just worried about, you know, wasting it, you know? Because I have things, I know I want to do things, and I have done some things. Whether editing videos, making art, starting to learn Blender, at least trying to. Need to pick that up. A little bit more. Probably do that tomorrow. But yeah, no, one of the things in the back of my mind is just money. And I hate worrying about money. It makes me feel, I don't know. It's weird. Money's one of those things, right? Where it's like I don't want to be a person. I don't want to be like a person who tries to just get filthy, stinking rich and hoard money like a freaking dragon, right? But at the same time, nice. At the same time, it's like when you don't have easy access to it, you start to feel that, you know? Because like I said, I'm not in a position where I need to spend money on any necessities, right? But it's like, pretty soon it's like I won't be able to just go out and do something, like a small thing, right? Like if a friend invites me to go to lunch, these are niceties, right? But like just putting it into perspective, right? Like, oh, something new came out, you know, I won't be able to get it when it comes out, right? And that's all small stuff. That sounds like super small, petty things like that, right? But it does also make me think about the fact that, like, there's those things, but that also means if something happened, right, and my mother needed help, I am not in a position to help her. And that's, you know, that bothers me. Now, of course, the real thing is just like, oh, you just get a job somewhere, anywhere, right? Right, and it's just like, it would just feel like such a defeat, though. Because, like, yeah, I could just get a job freaking anywhere. Hopefully. I imagine I would be able to. But like, it would feel like such a defeat. My mom supports me and then lets me take this break, take this time to build up the ability to do the sorts of other things that I want to do. And then what do I do? Oh, I fail and get some like other job. Now, I don't think any job you work, if it's a job that you don't mind doing and you're just in it to get in it for the paycheck, and that's fine for you, and then you spend your time, you know, outside of work doing other things, I think that's great. I just, in this situation, it's like, man, I feel like I'd be like letting myself down because I went into this with the intention of doing other things, and then I feel like I'd be letting her down because she believed in me that I could do that. It's this feels kind of rambling and disjointed. I don't know if any of this is making too much sense of it. It's just, I mean, I'm a person with a lot of privilege, and I'm thankful for it. Not for the privilege. I mean, I'm thankful for the relatively easy life I've been able to live. Maybe not when it comes to social stuff and people, but just as far as, like, you know, roof over my head, supportive friends and family, all that kind of stuff. Of course, I'm endlessly grateful for that. I don't think I can ever get that back. Not get that back, pay that back. Oh. Well, I didn't even see there was an item here. Oh, crud, I didn't jump there. Oh, it's probably, I was like, my Metroid thing is going off. It's probably going off beneath me. Meaning I need to get something else first. There's a little bug flying in here like a gnat or something. Yeah, I don't know. I guess ultimately it's also like, it's not just, yeah, I guess actually spelling it out, it's, I guess it's not just money, it's also just, it's also just letting myself and mom and other people down, you know? Which is silly, because I mean, she would be fine with however I ended up, as long as I was happy. Man, but it's also like, I guess that's also the thing about money, right? It's like how the biggest way to make the most change, or one of the ways, I shouldn't say the biggest way, but one of the ways to make a lot of change in other people's lives is to have the money to do so, you know? But I guess if I was to ask any of my friends or family or anything, like, if I was to tell them this, hold on. Oh, oh. Okay. That was freaking sick. What the heck? Crud, that was awesome. That was like the coolest thing that's happened in this game so far. We haven't got another cutscene in a while. That was like the first cutscene we've gotten in a while. Oh no, you can't. You can only grab it from the other side. Oh. Yeah, but no, if I was to ask my mom or my friends or my family, like, hey, or if I were to tell them this, right, and say, I just wish I could do more for you, I know my mom would just be like, man, you're doing enough just being around and supporting her and all that stuff. Which, I don't know. Being able to, it's like knowing that, but being able to like, it's like I know that, it's just hard to, it's just still hard to be like, okay, you know, it's hard to, because it's just like stuff that's like ingrained in us, you know? This idea that success is the money you have, the things you're able to give other people, like actual physical things you're able to give other people. It's not a real measurement of success. It's not a good one. But hey, you know, I knew it. But this is definitely for the upgrade that like splits our gun into 3. It has to be. Okay. Well, they're blue eyes, but it's a purple door. We'll put a blue thing here. Now we'll put a purple thing here. Sure. Okay. Yeah, it's not what you can. I know it's not what you can give other people, you know? It's what you do for other people. It's how you are to other people. Like, that's what they're gonna remember, right? This is a weird conversation to have a playing freaking Metroid. I don't know. I mean, I think that's the great thing about these games that I'm noticing so far is that you can just vibe, you know, and explore the world while yeah, you can just vibe and explore the world and I didn't actually activate the gun. And just vibe and chill out, and it's like, this almost feels like a podcast at this point. Hey, well, anyways, that was Dante Chambers. It's becoming my pet dog. Reminds me of playing Final Fantasy VII, if we can, talking about high school and friends and things like that, and kids. other kids in high school. I mean, not just kids. I'm not. Yeah, I guess ultimately, like, don't. Whether society or family members or other people, don't let other people dictate what your success is going to look like to you. Like, if I found a way to make these funny videos turn into a career, that's fine. Even if it wasn't a super lucrative one, even if it's just like I got enough money to like, well, I had like a steady income, just enough to get by. Like, that would be absolutely fine. That would just be fine. Actually, that would be amazing. Well, let's say I end up freaking either writing for games or drawing for shows or whatever the heck I do, or if this just becomes a thing I do in my pastime. While having like another job, that's just a job I have to be alive, you know? I think that'd be okay too. It's really nice that they give you a lot of Aeon Peck. That was a fine little puzzle for some missiles. We have over 108 missiles. Not over 108 missiles. We have exactly 108 missiles. Oh. Shutting off the big beam. Kind of silly. Ow. Man, anyways, enough of the freaking story of my life. You know what? You know what's coming out? Freaking Elden Ring is coming out. Man. You know, I was low-key thinking about making that the first thing I actually sit down and live stream. I would probably still do the same thing here. I probably wouldn't really read chat too much if I'm talking like there would be a chat. But I mean, like, if there was a chat, probably would not pay too much attention to it, especially for that game. That game you just kind of gotta. That game you just gotta vibe with, right? Like, or if I just wanna sit on a call with my other friends who are also playing it, maybe even play it with them. I hope that's a big thing. I really hope. I think they showed what the multiplayer looks like. It looks generally the same as Dark Souls, maybe a bit more forgiving in a few aspects. I would love a full Souls-like game, like a full Souls-like experience that is fully multiplayer in not an awkward way where you get booted out every time you die. Like a full real multiplayer experience. Would they ever do that? Maybe not. Man, I can freaking dream though, right? There's so many different buttons to press in conjunction with each other. I saw a missile upgrade and I want it. Ow. Ow. There's enemies at every turn. A hole. Down here. Yeah, no. Yeah, might just, honestly, might just want to vibe with the game. How am I supposed to... Ow. Okay. Okay. Note to self, do not jump in this room. Yeah, no, there's no way I can do this right now. I need a suit that lets me move freely underwater, is what I need. Which I guess isn't the Varia suit? I thought it was the Varia suit. Silly me. Could be wrong. Who's to say? Well, anyways. Suppose I will save this. Oh. Even if they just made the multiplayer a little bit easier to do, right? Even that would be enough for me. I just want to be able to play with my friends. Of course, I say that. My friend Michael will absolutely destroy the game within like the first week. Same with my friend Nathan. I guarantee my friend Michael will be done with the game in at most 2 weeks. I would imagine even the first week he might be done. I'm very confident in that. Oh, I'm trying to stay hydrated. All this rambling and crying about my just so hard life. need to stay hydrated so I can cry some more. I knew it. Come here, you demon. Oh wait, he looks different. Oh! Oh! Oh my gosh, he's going hard. Okay, this guy's faster. Oh, I should have waited. I didn't know. Yuck. Okay. man, it's kind of like I never want to use the ice beam because all it does is makes it take longer to kill things, right? Oh. He's not over here? The thing's beeping a lot. Oh. Yeah, again, I'm really not quite sure what the point of having them move to different areas is. Like, oh, and I say that because like the fight doesn't change. So like, I don't know, it's a little odd. Leaving again. Yeah, cause see, like now, I freaking wailed on him, like as soon as he spawned in, right? So like he didn't even have a chance to do anything before having to bail again. I don't know. I just think it's weird. Maybe I'm weird for thinking it's weird. I just mean like the environments have not changed much from location to location. Ow. Nice. I've figured out how to fight this evolution of the Metroids. I looked it up and it's like they have like they go like alpha, beta, gamma, zeta. I think the one we're on right now is, I want to say is gamma? The gamma iteration? I think gamma was one of them. I could be wrong. I could be talking out of my butt, I don't know. Okay. We're making our way along. Where the heck do we need to go now? Oh, well, we can check the teleporter. Teleporter is a great addition. I really like that. Makes backtracking so much easier. Such a much more cleaner thing. That's my confliction with this game. It's like they have a lot of really great new mechanics in here, which is awesome. Yeah, right here. Yeah, can't do anything about those two places yet, I don't think. Man, this map is looking a lot messier than my previous excursions to other locations. There's just a lot of like things I can't do in this area for one reason or another. I'm like missing, I feel like I'm missing like 1 or 2 key upgrades to do most of the things that I've had to pass up. Oh, I'm actually... Oh, okay. Yeah, but like they added a lot of really nice quality of life changes to this game. I think the parry is super cool. It makes fighting a little bit more engaging. I think I think most of the fighting all the small enemies has kind of been trivialized because of it, though, right? So like that's kind of a downside, because most of the time it's like if you parry one of the small enemies, one, their parry timings are really not that bad at all, right? So you parry them, and then oh, okay, I totally need the suit that lets me traverse water areas easier. That's absolutely something I need. But yeah, like this guy, boom, dead. And even the higher tier versions of them get killed in one shot after you parry them. It's kind of silly to me. I think adding a dodge option would have been cool, right? Because like there's a lot of enemies that like set like a sidestep, like a button. I could tap a button and like sidestep back, like do a back step really quick. I think that'd be cool. Like more mobility options like that. Because I mean, when I'm sitting down aiming like this, right? I'm basically a sitting duck, but that's like the best way to aim, because they designed all the maps to be like way more open in this game, which I don't think is a bad thing. I just wish I had better options for avoiding like enemies that just fly directly above my head. Oh, there was one up here. Ah. Wall jumping maniac. Let's go. Okay, but this brings me to this, right? I think these ow. See, here's the thing, right? I think these fights are some of the best fights in the game, which is good, because parrying them doesn't mean you win automatically, and because you have to use all your mechanics. Fighting normal enemies, the most I've had to do now is switch to the supercharged beam, and what all that basically means is I one-shot that enemy now, right? It's sort of like the way fighting enemies now, all the smaller enemies, it's just like, it's kind of like a choose my own adventure game. What gun do I want to use to eviscerate the enemies? Boom, see, dead. This enemy right here, I could just shoot him. Just like I could just shoot pretty much any of the enemies. Meanwhile, when... Oh. Oh, gotta be a little careful. Where's he gonna come from? There's totally a Metroid here. The thing's going crazy. I can even hear the thing go crazy. ow, ow. Okay. I have to find it, huh? Oh. Hey, was that guy a little bit bigger? No, I'm sure it was fine. Okay, let me switch to... Oh, the music hasn't changed. Interesting. But, like, look at this, right? So for these guys, I have super armor, which really is only super good against these guys. I have to be dodging, I have to be making sure I'm dodging their beams. I have to look for opportunities like that to parry. I can freeze their undersides. I have to watch out for beams like that, see? I can freeze their undersides, which makes them slow, which gives me the opportunity to use my missiles. I can pepper in missiles in between other attacks to do more damage. It's just like, I don't know, it's these are enemies where I have to use all of my stuff that's available to me, which is not something I know, which is not something you can say for any of the other enemy types. Because think about everything I used there. I could have used parry, I used ice, I used missiles. It's just, and here's the thing, right? Something I mentioned earlier, right? I used specifically the charge beam for the ice. When do I have to charge beam? When else do I have to take the time to one, use a charge beam, but like taking the time to even get it started and then aim it and then, you know, those are good fights. They're very well designed. I'm enjoying, now that I actually understand them. Now, here's the thing about the fights though, right? That I don't think is good. I think they're great fights now that I know how to do them, right? Now you can say, oh, well, you know, Metroid has never really given you the answer outright about things. It's always been a trial and error, and to which I would say, maybe. Is that good though? Is that good? I understand when games were first getting started, you know, there's a lot of things they had to leave out. Most games didn't have a tutorial level. There was a lot of things, trial and error, of you having to figure things out. But that's not the world we live in anymore. Games have infinitely more time and resources to make tutorials for things, or to just like give you information on the fly about things, right? I don't think I'm not going to call it good game design just because it's old game design does not make it good game design. There are, of course, I think principles of old game design that you can continue to follow that still are applicable and work today, right? It's like the 12 principles of animation. And I would never take that away. Like nobody's going to say that the 12 principles of animations are outdated, right? No, there are some very basic tools. For instance, like teaching by showing. But I don't. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe it's just because my time with this game has been a little spaced out, right? Which is a problem that happens, you know? Especially when you get older, you're doing other things. It's not like when you're a kid, you can sit there and play a game to completion, days on end. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't believe they showed me that ice can freeze the bottom of the enemies, or that ice is even specifically the thing that can damage them even with the normal beam. Because like my wave beam, the strongest weapon I have right now, I would argue, doesn't do any damage to them. I think that's odd, right? I think that's strange. So what was doing? Here's the thing. So the next thing I'm gonna use is not the ice. I know, here's the thing. I know, because I've played a Metroid game before. Not even Zero Mission, I played the Prime games before. I know that ice is the weakness of Metroids, right? But if this is the first game, let's say this is the first game I ever played. They're telling me to go hunt Metroids, and I'm like, I can do that. So I go to hunt the Metroids. They don't tell me. Yeah, this is all breakable stuff, huh? Yeah, okay. So I need to come here from above. You can see on the mini map there's a spot above it. But yeah, let's say this is the first, and that's the thing too, right? You have to treat every game, regardless of what entry it is, like it's the first game. You have to shove in tutorial stuff in there, right? Like when I play Elden Ring, I've played Dark Souls 3, all right? I've played a Dark Souls game before. That's all Elden Ring really is. It's just like a remix of all the FromSoft games, right? But they're not gonna get away. They can't get away with just telling you, giving you a prompt at the beginning of the game that says, you played a Dark Souls game before, right? Just do that again. No, of course they're not gonna do that. Because that's not good game design. Now there are some, obviously a classic example. Hold on. A classic example, right, of, oh, I can't go down there then. Let's look at the map really quick. A classic example of teaching by showing is like Mega Man X, right? Where they present you with an obstacle, like isolated, without danger, without getting hit, without tension. They present you with an obstacle, and they have you figure that out, right? So you start, and it's the wall climbing thing, right? You're like, how do I get up this wall? They put me in a pit. What am I supposed to do? And you trial and error. You do a little bit of trial and error, but the first thing you're probably gonna do is probably jump towards the wall. Boom! You've learned that you can wall click. You can wall kick. Great. That, you know, classic things like that. That's great. That's awesome and stuff like that, right? But I don't believe this game showed me that like half the things I'm doing to these Metroids work on these Metroids. I don't think the game showed me that. The game showed me I can parry, and they told me, not showed me, that that the ice beam freezes enemies. And in context, I mean, up till now, using the ice beam has not been helpful in most other cases. I can freeze enemies, which makes it easier to kill them with missiles, but missiles are a limited resource. So I don't want to use missiles religiously. So I don't use the ice beam, because the wave beam is stronger. It does more damage, it travels through walls. Why would I not use the wave beam? Oh wait, the wave beam isn't working on the Metroids, and I really don't know why. It just kind of feels like they designed this with a, you know, wink wink nudge nudge. You've played a Metroid game before, right? And it's like, dude, you remade an old game in the series. You have to treat this like nobody's played this game before. Like, honestly, thank goodness I've played Metroid games before. Even the Prime games. Because, I mean, a lot of stuff carries over, obviously. But also, thank goodness I played Zero Mission before this one. Because just, I feel like Zero Mission did a pretty good job at, like, introducing introducing things, situations after you get upgrades to really like solidify you understanding how to do stuff. There was only maybe one time, and I remember it specifically. I don't remember exactly what the situation was, but I do remember one specific situation where I had to do something weird that I hadn't had to do before. And that threw me off, and I even mentioned that. It was a cool thing, but it wasn't something that I thought that I would have thought to do normally. It took me a sec. But there was only one instance like that. Everything else was very intuitive. Like these Metroids now too, normally you have to shoot them in the bottom too, in the belly. But then also like you can shoot them in their mouth too. I just assumed because everything else, missiles bounce off of their body, bullets have no effect on their body. Why would I think that I could shoot them in sort of their mouth, in the front of them? Why would I think I could do that? It's weird. I think this is the fastest way. We are now hitting the point where I'm running out of obvious ways to go. If you don't have a drink, go get something to drink. Stay hydrated. Ay, ay, ay. Ooh. No, please. I'm being bean-boozled. Oh, 3 HP? Yeah, I gotta recover that 3 HP. You know what? That's something I've hardly found any of, is energy tanks. I don't know if they're saving them all for the end or what. It's kind of brutal right now. I bet it's a lot of like the super missile doors and like the power bomb doors and stuff. Yeah, cause see, like, look at this, right? Normal enemies. What's the solution to fighting this guy? The easiest solution. Oh, it's to parry. Well, I mean, if you can actually land a parry. Which, I never said I could. But that is the easiest solution. Boom. And guess what the easiest solution to fighting pretty much every enemy is? Oh, it's to parry them. I understand you introduced a new game mechanic, right? But holy crud. There's definitely more stuff to do down here. I just have to figure out how exactly to do it. To kind of get some... I was just curious if that guy would actually be able to hit me from where he was. Did I just not go down here? Did I just ignore this whole place? I thought I couldn't get here. Apparently, no. It's not that I couldn't get here. It's that I'm bad. Oh, I wasn't sure. Oh, I even got it on the first try. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to just jump from one to the other without like some... Without some aiming. Yeah, you keep the grapple beam. That's great. Oh, okay, you just have to aim diagonally. Alright. Give me some missiles. 108 missiles. Jeez. Man, in these remakes, they give you so many missiles so fast. It's kind of crazy. Come on, give it to me. What? I don't understand. What was the point of breaking the first one? Oh. Oh, they freaking... That's so mean. They trick you with that first one to make you think you could just roll straight in. That's so rude. Ah, energy tanks. I was just talking about that too. The lack of energy tanks. That was a pretty obvious one, though. Ow, okay. Okay, alright. How about you actually come face me in combat? That's what I thought. Right. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, sure. I don't know why. There should be like a little bit of lock on. I think to going from one grapple hook to another would be good, because like the diagonal that we're working with is not. Ow. Freaking this enemy. Ow. This one enemy. Okay. I played that really poorly. I'm not gonna lie. All right, I'll be the first. Ow. Oh my gosh. Every bad thing that could have happened has happened, will happen again, I'm sure. Ugh. Focusing on the fire. But I needed to parry. Parry the platypus. Gosh. Alright. Let's tussle. Oh, this is a normal one. Normal baby one. how baby these things are. Imagine when I get super missiles. I'm gonna lay waste to these guys. Oh, but with that, I only need 2 more. Very nice. Oh, it's just right up there. Well, here's to hoping. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die now. Oh no. Oh yeah, there's no way. Oh, there's for sure no way. No, it's too deep. Look, even after I pull that thing up. Or in. Well. Yeah. Silly, silly me. Going and playing in lava again. Okay, cool. It started me right after here, at least. That's not that bad. Ow. Please. Was I supposed to come here with the suit that lets me go through? It's the gravity suit, right? The gravity suit. Okay, right. The barrier suit just it makes me take less damage, and then the gravity suit is the one that lets me get through lava and take less damage. Yeah, I'm thinking I was supposed to be here with the other suit already. And not like face tank my way through the lava right there like I did. Juiced up. Oof, okay. Let's get ourselves our missiles back, and then we get ourselves the health back. Not the health back. Silly me, don't listen to me. There is no health thing here. Well, I guess you could shoot straight up after you, Do you think the energy tanks are going to stretch all the way across the area they're sitting in? Because that would be satisfying. You know, before we go all the way through here, let's take the elevator. Did I say let's take the elevator? I meant freaking, you know. Let's not do that. Stupid. Silly, dumb me. Oh, so you have to take it from the bottom and come up. But I don't think I could. I don't think I could get to it. Well, maybe I could. I mean, I didn't think I could get to this area, and I could, right? So like. Okay, so these are just 2 areas to fight a big guy in, right? Ow. Look at him run away. They made them cowards. That's another thing too. They run from you now. Like, that's disappointing, right? That's not. He's gonna run again. Look at him. Why? It's so weird. All it does is break up the fight, and I just don't get the point in doing that. Why break up the fight? You've only divided it into 2 areas. Because now guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go up here. And I'm just gonna continue it, except I kind of have the advantage now. Oh, I didn't know. Yeah, they made them absolute cowards. And there's nothing you can do because they face away from you, so like there's no way to stop them from running away. Very strange. Very, very strange. Oh. I think this was power bombs, if I'm not... Well, super bombs. Whatever. Big bombs. The bombs that are large and do a lot of things, those ones, you know. Well, that's 9. So I need 1 more. Actually, and with that, we're gonna get that last one, or hunt down that last one, next time. Because that's the end of this. If you're watching this on Twitch, the next time is gonna start soon. Like any second now. So just, you know, take a seat, put your feet up, wait for that to happen. If you're on YouTube, it'll be up like tomorrow or the next day, sometime this week, most likely. If you liked this, any of this, the complaining, the ranting, the rambling, the crying, if you shared some tears with me, then press that like button, or the dislike button. You can dislike it too. That's totally fine. I wouldn't blame you. I dislike it already. Hit the notification bell if you want to make sure you keep up with these, and subscribe to get those notifications of when more videos come out. I make all kinds of stuff. Sometimes it's games, sometimes it's essays, sometimes it's ramblings, much like what a lot of this one was. Sometimes it's music. Who the heck knows? I'm a madman. I can do whatever I want. If you like... Oh, and if you're on Twitch, then you can subscribe, or freaking follow, press the heart. Freaking, I don't know, the Twitch Prime. Use Twitch Prime. Don't use your actual money. Don't do that. I was just talking about money earlier, right? Don't do that. Save that actual money for somebody you really care about. Or if that person that you really care about is you, use it on yourself. Buy yourself something nice. Buy yourself some chicken nuggets. Yeah. We all deserve some chicken nuggets from time to time. I might get myself some. And nobody's gonna stop me.